We would like to welcome you to another exciting night of high school basketball here in the Tri-City area. We are here on the campus of Northside High School for an incredible doubleheader right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live between the Northside Patriots and the Spencer Green Wave. The girls will start first, and then we will have the boys later on tonight. How's everybody doing out there? I am Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast as we have the starters for Spencer: Naomi Burke, Nadra Roser, Brianna Brownlee, Alexandria Burke, and Malaysia Dias as Northside wins the tip, and we are underway here on the campus of Northside, and almost a steal by Nadra Roser. Spencer went 16-12 last year, 9-5 in the region. They actually won their road playoff game in the first round, double overtime win over Fitzgerald, lost to Thompson in the second round. The Northside Lady Patriots went 21-7, undefeated in the region champs last season, lost in the second round to Union Grove. They had to replace a lot of starters. That three-point shot rattles in and out, and that is going to stay right here with Spencer. Spencer is led by their head coach, Adrian Tinch. She's got a lot of returning starters from last season, including the Burke sisters, Naomi Burke and an Alexandria Burke. Oh, what a block. That was Zakira McGee with authority, but it's going to stay with Spencer. Nice pass inside, McGee with a steal. Here's a breakaway, all alone. Here comes Kennedy Muff, and she puts it up and in. And Northside leads Spencer 2-0 here early on in this game. Burke takes it across the timeline. Burke driving the baseline. We're going to get another foul. There's a little lob pass. Puts up it off the glass. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Zaria Davis. Muff, top of the key. That pass, a little too much on it. Another early turnover, and it's going to go back to Spencer. We have an exciting triple header action today on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Thrift Behringer is over at the Land as Christian Heritage is taking on Pacelli. That will be boys only. There's a long three-pointer, no good, by Naomi Burke. Bounce pass, baseline shot. Caitlin Kimber, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Brownlee. Trying to trap it. Burke is going to try to go coast to coast. Puts up a shot. That's no good. That's going to be rebounded by McGee. McGee over to Hunter. And we get a little contact, and that is going to be a foul on the Spencer Lady Green Wave. Two to nothing is your score. Northside on top early. 6:17 left to go here in the first. We have a nice crowd here at Northside on a Friday night as we get a travel. That was Zaria Davis. So some early turnovers here in the first quarter. Here's Alexandria Burke trying to wait for the screen. She gets it, top of the key. Burke will travel, and it goes back to Northside. Northside currently 0-4 on the season. They played a tough schedule. We'll see how they do coming up in their region play. They are the defending region champs. There's a long shot, and that misses everything, and it's going to go out of bounds. But it will stay with Northside. Kiana Hunter. Kimber, good defense, and there's a steal, and it's going to be all the way to Rosser. Puts up a shot, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two. Rosser, great anticipation with the steal going coast to coast. And the Lady Patriots had no choice but to foul her on that play, and Nadra Rosser, the 5'9" sophomore, will go to the line to shoot two. We have a busy night of high school basketball. The first free throw is no good. In and around the Chattahoochee Valley, Brookstone is taking on Columbus. LaGrange is taking on Harris County. Russell County taking on Smith Station. Thrift Behringer is at the Land for Christian Heritage and Pacelli. The Jordan Red Jackets taking on Shaw. And Carver Birmingham taking on Carver. 2-1 is your score. There's a mid-range jumper that is missed. It goes back to the Lady Green Wave. It's a good defensive battle by both teams, just trying to fill each other out early on in this contest. Inside, there's a shot, no good. Hit the top of the cylinder, that rattles, no good. And they're putting up several shots, getting their rebounds, and it's going to go back to the Lady Patriots. So if you've ever been to this gym on the campus of Northside, it is very similar to Carver's gym, where they have a pit where the entrance is at the top of the bleachers. There's a long three-pointer, and that takes a bounce, and it goes in. And that is the first three for Morgan Thomas, the leading returner from last season, coming in, the four-year starter for Coach Woods. She has played all 4 years with Coach Woods. Northside had to replace a lot of players from last year's team, to include Maya Giles, Michaela Hosley. They've had, and then you also have Iona Duran. They had to replace 3 starters that scored in double digits last year for a team that went 21-7, 8-0 in the region. There's a long three, and that looked like it was partially blocked. Hunter, and she loses it, and it's a steal, and there is an easy bucket for number 15, Zariah Johnson, and it's 5-3. They're just exchanging buckets. Zariah Davis makes it 7-3 Northside. Spencer wants to try to slow it down. There's a nice screen. Here comes Alexandria Burke. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by McGee. McGee over to Thomas. There's a mid-range jumper, no good. And it's rebounded by Alexandria Burke, the junior. She is the sister of Naomi Burke, who is a senior. Last year, Naomi averaged 11.9 points a game. Alexandria averaged 9.4 points a game. And it looked like she stepped on the line, Nadea Keene. It's going to go back to the Lady Patriots. 3:22 left to go here in the first quarter. Northside leading Spencer 7-3. Over to Muff. Passes it to Zariah Davis for a bucket. And it is 9-3. We are going to take a timeout here on the floor with 3:05 left to go here in the first quarter. Northside leading Spencer 9-3 as you are watching high school basketball right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to Northside High School. Spencer's got the ball. They trail 9-3. There's a nice pass to Burke, and that shot is no good, but an offensive rebound, and off the glass and in, and falling to the floor is Alexandria Burke for 2 points. And it is now 9-5. Almost got stolen. Zariah Davis, no good. McGee with the rebound, puts it off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Naomi Burke, the senior point guard and the leading scorer from last year's team that went to the second round of the playoffs. Alexandria Burke, no good. A little push off, and we are going to get a jump ball as Spencer tried to come in and grab that one away from Zariah Davis. 9-5 is your score. The leading scorers for Northside, Zariah Davis with 4, Morgan Thomas with 3 off the bench. Morgan Thomas, one of the key players from last year's team. Going to see a lot of playing time for Coach Woods. Averaged 6.9 points a game, but they did lose a lot of scoring from last year's team. To include Maya Giles, that's playing at the next level. And Kennedy Muff steps. I think, actually, we're going to get a timeout. We're going to keep it here. We'd like to thank our sponsors for sponsoring athletics all season long on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Carroll Purdue, State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. Thank you for supporting high school, college athletics in the Chattahoochee Valley on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. .158 left to go here in the first quarter. 9-5 is your score. Oh, a nice double team, but it's going to stay with Northside, and Kennedy Muff had to stay with that possession. There's a nice pass to Thomas, puts up a shot, no good, and it's going to stay here with Northside. There's Zariah Davis trying to get the rebound. Over to Morgan Thomas. Good defense. Partially blocked, but there's a three-point attempt that is no good. It's rebounded by Davis. Davis, a quick triple team, kicks it out to the top of the key. A little spin move by Muff. Over to Thomas. Thomas is going to drive the lane, puts up a floater. No good, but McGee is going to, that is actually Davis with the rebound, and she will go to the line for 2 foul shots. So Northside High School, they have been a high school since 2002. They have had state championships in baseball 2019 and softball. They got 3 of them, 2017 and recently 2022 and 2023. Coach Jenkins winning back-to-back softball championships this past season and last season as well. 9-5 is your score, and that shot is up and good by Davis, and it is 10-5. As we will see these teams in the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament, that will be in 2 weeks. Looking forward to that. Northside's got to play Shaw on the 12th. Two big rivals in North Columbus. Coming up next, we have the rematch of the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament Championship game between the Spencer Green Wave and the Northside Patriots. You don't want to miss it. Right now, it's 1:24 left to go here in the first quarter. And Northside is leading Spencer 10-5. Northside trying to get their first win of the season. The Lady Green Wave are 2-0 on the season. Inside, nice spin move, and that's going to be another foul. The Lady Green Wave got victories over Calvary Christian and McDonough. Their next game will be on the road on the 9th, so tomorrow they will travel to Social Circle, and then they'll be back home on the 12th against Kendrick. Dias makes them both. And Spencer cuts it to 3. Over to McGee, inside, nice move off the glass, no good. Good hustle, racing that one down is Kennedy Muff. It goes off a Green Wave player and it's gonna stay with Northside. It'll give us an opportunity for a sub. Got a decent sized crowd, and we got fans from both schools. I mean, the visitors bench right behind us. There he is. That rattles in and out. No good. And Spencer, they have a chance to tie it. Kennedy Muff's shot was no good. They could tie it with a 3. Burke from the corner. No good. And it's rebounded by McGee. McGee just pulling that one down. Gives it over to Thomas. That was a nice pass. That was intended. That's going to actually go back to Spencer. Like Ashley Phillips on that one. Here comes Beck. Burke. Oh, and a stolen by Alexandria Burke, and it was rebounded by McGee. And we are going to get another jump ball. It's going to go back to Northside. Let's see if Northside can hold for the final shot. Morgan Thomas, that was intended for McGee. It's going to stay here with the Lady Patriots. Thomas, there's a 3-point attempt, and that is going to be no good. And let's see, 1 second. Burke off the glass, and we have played one here at Northside as they lead Spencer 10-7, and we'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to Northside High School, start of the second quarter. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Masterwall Incorporated. Spencer will get the ball. Malaysia Dias, a 5'8" senior, post player for Coach Tinch. As Spencer had a second round playoff exit. And that 3-point attempt by Burke is no good, but then putting it off the glass and in is Malaysia Dias. And Spencer has cut it to 1. See if Spencer tries to go for the steal, and they do. They can take a lead with a bucket. Naomi Burke passes it to Alexandria Burke. In the corner, Burke for three, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Thomas, and Dias and Thomas gets tangled up, and we are going to have possession arrow going to Northside. Phillips is Thomas. There's a three-point shot, and that's off the glass and no good. Phillips gets the rebound, puts up the shot, and it's up and in. 12-9 is your score. Here's Burke from the corner for three, no good. And we have another jump ball as Dias trying to wrestle that one away from Kiana Hunter. And it's going to stay with the Green Wave. Burke, nice lob pass into Dias, off the glass and up and in. Good pass by Alexandria Burke. Good bucket by Malaysia Dias. She's got 6 points. And Spencer trails by 1. There's Morgan Thomas for three, no good. Rebounded by Burke. And Nadia Keene actually has the ball now. As Coach Woods just telling him to move. They tried to go in for the zone, and she took too many steps. Nadia Keene with the turnover, and Northside's going to get the ball back. As we'll try to get scores of some of the games tonight. You got LaGrange taking on Harris County. That is going to be on the campus of Harris County, their home opener. A big shout out to Rick Beach of Kutsu Sports. No, he's been doing a good job with the score updates. There's a long mid-range jumper by Caitlin Kimber, and it's going to go back to Spencer. So last year, the Spencer Lady Green Wave went 16-12. They went 9-5 in the region. They beat Fitzgerald in the first round on the road in double overtime, 72-69, but they fell to Thompson in the second round, 64-34. A successful season, a second round playoff exit for Coach Tinch and the Lady Green Wave, who do have a lot of returning starters from last year's team, including the Burke sisters, Naomi Burke, Alexandria Burke, Malaysia Dias. They did lose several players from last year, including Jada Williams and Brianna Brownlee. Here comes Alexandria Burke. Puts up a jumper, and she's going to be fouled. Spencer has a chance to take the lead with these foul shots. By the junior Alexandria Burke, and that first shot is up and in. She makes 2 of 2. Spencer has taken a 1-point lead with 5:41 left to go here in the second quarter. Richard Holdridge here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and like our Facebook page. Thrift Behringer is on the campus of Pacelli for Christian Heritage and Pacelli tonight. McGee, nice spin move off the glass. And Zakira McGee gives Northside a 1-point lead. She hears it from the crowd. Good defense by Thomas. Thomas diving for it. Almost got the steal. It's going to stay right here with Spencer. Don't forget, we do have the Spencer Green Wave and the Northside Patriots boys varsity basketball after this. She puts up a shot. That was Nadia Keene. Keene inside. That's blocked by McGee, but she's going to be fouled. And going to the line for the Lady Green Wave is Brianna Brownlee, who was the leading rebounder from last year's team with 8.2 rebounds. And Brownlee makes her first foul shot. Brownlee, a 6'2 junior post player. And misses the second. It's tied at 14, and here comes Northside running up the floor, but they are going to get a turnover as Hunter took too many steps, and Spencer has a chance to take the lead once again on this possession. And that's all the way, no good. It's rebounded by McGee. Oh, what a steal. Great job by Keene getting the steal. It's going to go out of bounds and back to the Lady Patriots. The Lady Patriots, led by their head coach, Jarquella Woods, went 21-7 last year, went undefeated in region play. They were region champions. They hosted a playoff game and lost in the second round, and there's a steal by Spencer. Fighting for that rebound, bodies hitting the floor, and we have a traveling violation on Kiana Hunter. And Naomi Burke is going to take it underneath the basket. Over to Keene. Keene getting them to move. Burke is going to take it to the top of the key. Naomi Burke. I love this matchup between Burke and Thomas. But she does take too many steps. That was good defense by Thomas. Thomas stayed with her. It was a very low-scoring first half. Northside wants to try to close this one out. Northside 0-4 on the season, trying to get their first victory of the season. Spencer is 2-0 on the season. Northside a 5A school in the GHSA. Spencer is a 2A school. Thomas, that was good defense. Drive in, Muff. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Hunter. She puts up a shot, no good, and that's swatted away by Zaria Davis. And it's going to go back to Spencer. 3:46 left to go here in the second quarter. We got a tie ball game. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night. As we are been calling basketball games 6 straight days. We're going to be back at CVCC tomorrow and at Pacelli. As Pacelli's taking on 6A Valdosta. The CVCC Pirates and Lady Pirates will be in action tomorrow. As Robert Edmonds will be on the call. And going to the line will be Alexandria Burke. And she makes the first foul shot. She's got 5 points. Spencer retakes the lead. It's been back and forth this past couple minutes. Misses the second. It's going to wisely. Zaria Davis did not touch it, and it goes back to Northside. Over to Thomas. Thomas driving the lane. She gets, it looks like she pushed off. It's going to be an offensive foul. Spencer gets the ball back. They got a 1-point lead. A good job by Spencer clawing back into this game, and they could extend their lead on this possession. Alexandria Burke, the junior point guard. Getting defense by Kennedy Muff. Burke puts up a mid-range jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Burke, nice spin move, and that is partially blocked by McGee. And here comes a fast break for Northside. Davis got it knocked away, and They'll stay here with the Lady Patriots with 2:49 left to go. This has been a tightly contested game. Thomas thought about the three, quick double team, and that is going to be a backcourt violation for Morgan Thomas, and it's going to go back to Spencer. Alexandria Burke takes it across the timeline. There's a long three-pointer. No good. That was going to stay here with Spencer. That was taken by Majula Dias, who's got 6 points tonight. She has been a key post player for Coach Tinch. From last year's team, averaged 8.8 points a game. Keene over to Alexandria Burke. She's seen a lot of minutes in here. Keene has been seeing a lot of playing time. Usually that backcourt has got the Burke sisters. Naomi Burke getting a little bit of a breather. But really, it's that senior leadership that Burke has, being the point guard, playing for Coach Tinch. Thought about the three. She gets triple teamed and a good block. And here comes the Lady Patriots, 2:08 left to go. Morgan Thomas driving the floor. Good defense. Almost stolen. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Dias. Less than 2 minutes to go until halftime. It looks like we're going to get a delayed whistle. We'll try to get some score updates as we get them all around the Chattahoochee Valley tonight, including Pacelli taking on Christian Heritage, as Thrift Behringer is on the call at the Land. On Wednesday, we were on the campus of Carver and Harris County for the holiday tip-off. As that foul shot is good by Nadia Keene, and it is now a 3-point game for Spencer. They've done a great job just closing out this quarter. They were trailing most of this game. Top of the key, trying to find somebody. Anybody. Kiana Hunter gives it back to Thomas. Thomas has been quiet. She drives the lane, puts up a shot, and she's going to get hit with a charge. Another turnover by Northside. And the Lady Green Wave can extend their lead. They're up 17-14 with 1:25 left to go here in the half. Alexandria Burke, a lob pass inside the Dias, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Phillips. Quick double team. Gives it over to Davis. Phillips, mid-range jumper, no good. Let's see if Spencer wants to try to slow it down. It's really been Alexandria Burke playing a lot of minutes. She puts up a shot, and that's actually a pass, and gets her own rebound. And a good job getting the jump ball, fighting for it, was Malaysia Dias. But the jump ball will go back to Northside with 49 seconds left to go. They can go 2 for 1 here if they'd like. Spencer could get him to rush a shot. The shot clock is Shot clock and game clock are about 10 seconds apart as that three-point shot is no good, and it's going to go back to Spencer. And Spencer can hold for the final shot here in the first half. Done a great job closing out this quarter, trying to go to 3-0. Over to Burke. Alexandria Burke fires up a three. No good. 17.6 seconds left to go, and looks like it's going to stay here with Spencer as it went off of a Northside player. There's a three-point attempt, and that is good by Nadra Roser, and it's the largest lead for the Spencer Lady Green Wave, 20-14, 5 seconds, and we are going to get a foul. They are not in the bonus, but actually they are going to call this a non-shooting foul. It's going to be underneath the basket with 3.8 seconds left to go here in the first half. Nice pass inside, and she gets fouled. Zaria Davis is going to go to the line for 2 foul shots as Northside is trailing Spencer 20-14. Spencer went on a little bit of a run in that second half. And Davis' first shot is no good. And she makes the second one. 20-15. Do they have enough time to get a shot off? They don't. That will be the half as Spencer closes out this first half, and they take a 5-point lead going into the locker room against the Northside home team here on the campus of Northside. We're at halftime. Spencer leading Northside 20-15. We'd like an opportunity now to thank our sponsors: Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Masterwall Incorporated. We're at halftime. We'll be right back with the start of the second half right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the Spencer Northside game as Alexandria Burke was shooting a technical to start the second half as Spencer leads Northside 20-15. Unusual circumstances there as the ref just allowed her to shoot the technical. And it will be inbounds by the Lady Green Wave. Leading scorer is Malaysia Dias with 6 points. Alexandria Burke with 5. And there's a good rebound by Burke. Burke puts up a shot, no good, and it's going to be a jump ball. Brianna Brownlee, the leading rebounder from last year's team, pulls up that board, but possession arrow will go back to Northside. Northside's got to get something going. Spencer closed out that second half, and they took the 5-point lead into the locker room. Northside's got to get Thomas involved. She only has 3 points. The leading scorer for the Northside is Zariah Davis with 6. Alexandria Burke, top of the key to Brownlee. Thought about the 3. Naomi Burke over to her sister, Alexandria Burke, puts up a shot, no good. Brownlee with the rebound, and that is going to go back to Northside. This Northside Lady Patriots team lost their leading scorer, Maya Giles. She's now playing to the next level. Michaela Hosley, they also lost her, and also Ayana Duran. So their top 3 leading scorers from last year's team have all left the team and either graduated or changed schools. And there's a turnover, and Spencer, Alexandria Burke, driving the baseline, puts up a shot, and that goes in, and count the bucket. She will go the line to shoot 1 for the 3-point play. Alexandria Burke had no fear, just going all the way to the baseline, putting up a shot, drawing the foul, staying with the play. And she's got a chance for a 3-point play. And give Spencer their largest lead of the game, trying to go to 3-0. That foul shot is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Thomas. Davis, top of the key, swings over to Muff. Back over to Thomas. Swinging it around to Kimber. That extra pass, Thomas driving the baseline. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Morgan Thomas last season averaged 6.9 points a game. This is her 4th year on the team with head coach Jarquella Woods. She is going to be one of the leaders that Coach Woods is going to rely on this season, as that first foul shot is no good. They're off to an 0-4 start, but they've played some pretty tough competition. I mean, they are a 5A school. When they get into region play, I mean, you're going to have a more improved Harris County team. That's going to be a big rivalry. McIntosh, Northgate. As Thomas makes 1 of 2, it's 22-16. Naomi Burke from the corner, no good. And Thomas tried to poke that one away. It's going to stay with Spencer. As Nadra Rosser picks up the rebound, and Alexandria Burke, who's got 7 points for the Lady Green Wave, passes it to her teammates. No good, and here comes Northside. Good defense by Naomi Burke. Thomas pulls up a jumper. No good, and grabbing and getting to that rebound is Naomi Burke, the 5'2 senior, leading scorer from last year's team, and she goes coast to coast, puts up a baseline shot, and Spencer has got an 8-point lead over the Northside Lady Patriots. There's a long three-pointer attempt by Hunter, and that is going to go back. That's going to stay right here with Northside. Trying to pass it to Thomas, top of the key. She's got a quick double team, and she's just going to give that one up. Driving the lane, but loses it, but it's going to stay with Northside. It was out of play off the hands of Majula Dias. Shot clock down to 11. See if they try to get a little catch and shoot. And there's a nice floater by Kiana Hunter for her first 2 points of the game, and it's 24-18. That is what Northside has got to do. They've got to get some buckets, and they have got to stop the transition buckets by Spencer. They have been hustling to the ball, forcing turnovers, and that's how you start. Northside forced a turnover there, and they will get the ball back. Hopefully they can go on a little bit of a run here, down by 6. Hunter. Over to Muff. There's a shot, no good. It's going to go back to Spencer. 24-18 is your score with 4:31 left to go here in the third. Richard Holdridge here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Naomi Burke. Just swinging it around, driving the baseline, puts up a shot which is partially blocked by number 12, Zariah Davis. But it will stay right here with Spencer. Spencer is 2-0 on the season. Northside is 0-4. But like I mentioned, Northside has played a lot of tough opponents to start the season. And there's a nice pass. There's a pull-up jumper. And that is good by Majula Dias, and she's got 8 points. Back to an 8-point lead for Spencer. Oh, and a steal. And here comes a fast break. Long pass over to Naomi Burke. She puts up a shot. That is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Brownlee. Goes out of bounds. And that signal is going to show that it's going to stay with Spencer. Trying to use the post. Dias off the glass and in. Give her double digits. She's got 10 points. And Spencer with a 10-point lead. Here comes Thomas driving the baseline. Puts up a shot, and she's going to get fouled. That is what Morgan Thomas has got to do. Get aggressive, draw the fouls, draw the contact, go to the line, and get it any way you can to try to get these points. She's had a quiet night with only 4 points. And she makes the first foul shot. It's 28-19. And Thomas makes both. We got a timeout here on the floor. 3:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Spencer leading Northside 28-20. We'll take a break right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the campus of Northside High School. Spencer leading the Northside Lady Patriots 28-20. As this is the home opener for the Northside Lady Patriots. They've been in a couple of tournaments. Burke, and that's stolen by McGee. Nice pass to Thomas, and then she just couldn't handle it. Kennedy Muff. It goes back to Spencer. And we're going to get a delay. The Burke sisters run to the backcourt. Naomi Burke. Back over to Alexandria Burke. Trying to draw up a play. Takes to the middle, fires a long three-pointer, no good. Trying to save it. It goes out of bounds was Major Ladias, but it will go back to Northside, which they can find a way to cut into this lead. Spencer has had as much as a 10-point lead. Northside was leading most of the way in the first half, but Spencer closed out that first half, and over to McGee, quickly doubled. McGee puts up a shot, and she goes to the line to shoot two. That is how you got to get some offense, is get your post players involved. McGee down in the post, draws contact, and Northside has a chance to cut into this lead. That first foul shot is good. Northside will be back here on the 12th of December as they will take on their longtime rival, the Shaw Lady Raiders. As they get the offensive rebound, and McGee gets another offensive rebound, and she will go to the line again to shoot two. It's that second chance point. She kicked it out to Kiana Hunter. She was able to box out and get that offensive rebound and gives Northside another chance. Also gives their defense a little bit of a breather as well. Staying over here on this side as that first foul shot hits the front of the iron and no good. Coming up next, we got the Spencer Green Wave taking on the Northside Patriots. The rematch of the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament Championship. Misses both, but Thomas gets the offensive rebound. She puts it up. McGee fighting for it, and we're going to get a jump ball. Dias and McGee they wanted that ball. They were fighting for that as McGee was trying to rip it away, but the ref calls a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay here with Northside. They're actually going to call it a foul on Spencer, and so McGee is going to go back to the line. But she did miss her last two free throw attempts. That shot is good. Zakira McGee has 4 points. Gives Coach Tinch a chance for a sub. Here with 2:27 left to go here in the third. McGee's second shot, no good, and it's rebounded by Burke. It was Alexandria Burke. Once she grabbed that rebound, she started going coast to coast. It is going to be a foul on the floor, a non-shooting foul for the Northside Lady Patriots, and Burke is going to take it underneath the basket, trying to draw up a play. Thought about the three. She had a wide open space. Top of the key, nice pass into the corner. Good zone defense by Northside. Not letting them get any open looks. And that pass just a little too much on it. Intended for Rosser, and it goes back to Northside. Northside is down by 6. If they can get an offensive possession here, I like McGee in the post. You've got to feed it to McGee in the post. She's been drawing contact, putting up shots, and that shot was a little rushed. Good job by Spencer getting the rebound, and Rosser passing it over to Alexandria Burke. Naomi Burke, nice pass, dumps it in the corner. Puts up a shot, McGee with the rebound. And Northside is going to try to push it down the court. Morgan Thomas, jumper, up, rattles in. Morgan Thomas is starting to heat up, and it's now a 4-point lead for Spencer. Morgan Thomas is the leading scorer for the Lady Patriots with 8 points. But we got a timeout here on the floor, but we're going to keep it here. We'd like to thank our sponsors who have supported athletics here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Carroll Purdue, State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. So I talk about this gauntlet of a schedule that the Northside Lady Patriots played to start the season. They lost to Brookwood, which is a 7A school. They lost to Columbia, which is in the same region as Callaway. We know that Columbia is a good school. They lost to Southwest Atlanta Christian High School. Fun fact, that's where Dwight Howard went to high school. And then they lost to Green Forest. Green Forest is a single-A Division II team out of Decatur. But, having to play a 7A school, they get battle-tested. And they would like to try to pick up their first victory of the season. The Northside Lady Patriots team won the region last year, undefeated at 8-0, 21-7 overall. Naomi Burke, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Zaria Davis. Gives it over to Morgan Thomas. Thomas passes it back inside, up and in. Kennedy Muff, the good pass, and now it's a 2-point game. Here comes the full court press for Northside. Let's see if Northside can try to get this crowd into it. I'm not going to say the crowd is 50-50. There's a lot of Spencer fans here too. Where we are, that is where the Spencer bleachers are. They've made the trip up here, and what better place would you rather be than here on a Friday night watching high school basketball, especially with the high school football season coming to a close. Naomi Burke for three. She's got the bucket. Spencer now has a 5-point lead. That's going to go back to Spencer. So the momentum starting to shift Spencer's way with 30.9 seconds left to go here in the third. This is what Spencer does. They close out quarters. Passes over to King. Naomi Burke in the middle to Dias. And we'll get a jump ball. 18.2 left to go here in the third. Spencer leading Northside 31-26. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Along with my producer, Toygar Ayala. Nine seconds left to go. Alexandria Burke right down the middle to the rack and in. She's got 9 points. It's back to a 7-point lead, and that is the buzzer for the third quarter as Northside, they cut it to 2, but Spencer did a good job closing out that third quarter, and they lead Northside 33-26, trying to go to 3-0 on the season. And we do have a foul. They're going to put 0.3 seconds left to go on the clock. And taking these foul shots is going to be Kennedy Muff. And she makes the first. We'll try to get some more of those score updates for you. Brookstone is taking on Columbus as she is actually going to attempt 3 because she did get fouled and she was trying to attempt a 3-pointer. She misses the second, puts it up, Does the basket count? The ref says no basket. She was in the air and the buzzer sounded, but Northside trailing Spencer, one more quarter to go. They trail this one 33-28. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Start of the fourth quarter, 33-28. There's a shot, no good. Rebounded by Zaria Davis, and we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be a foul on the Lady Green Wave. 33-28, 7:33 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And that is going to be a blocking foul. It will put Zaria Davis to the line for 2 foul shots. Northside 0-4 on the season, taking on the 2-0 Spencer Lady Green Wave. Davis to the line. And that rattles in. And she makes them both. 33-30. Here's the full court press for Northside. There's a long three-pointer at the top of the cylinder, goes out of bounds. And it goes back to Northside. It seemed like Spencer dominated not only that second quarter, but that third quarter, just going on that run. But Northside's still in it. They've hung with Spencer. I mean, these two schools are evenly matched. You know, Spencer does play at the 2A level. Northside plays at the 5A level. As Kennedy Muff gives it over to Hunter. Driving the lane is Kimber. Puts up a shot. McGee with a rebound. Puts it off the glass and in. Zakira McGee. She's got to have at least 10 rebounds in this game. And Burt, no good. She will draw the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2. Northside has cut it to 1. It's been a very close, contested, back and forth game. But don't forget, after the conclusion of this game, we've got the rematch of the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament Championship. An incredible finish on the campus of Columbus State last year. Burke's foul shot is good. As Jakeith Hodo puts up a shot to win the championship. It was Tyson McDaniel actually put up a shot at the other end. He only had like 7 seconds. Alexandria Burke makes both. She's got 11 points. An outstanding performance for the junior, for Coach Tinch. A good hustle by Dias. That's off a Northside player, and it's going to go back to Spencer. They got a 3-point lead. 6:42 left to go here in this game. As the refs try to discuss some things, trying to figure it out. Spencer 2-0 on the season. They won against Calvary Christian, and then they beat McDonough. They're trying to go to 3-0. Northside trying to pick up their first win of the season. Both teams made it to the second round of the playoffs last year. There's that full court press, but Alexandria Burke just right behind the back, puts it off the glass and up and in. She makes it look easy. Alexandria Burke might be taking over this game for the Spencer Lady Green Wave, 37-32. Thought about the three, driving the lane. Davis, shot, no good. And that's going to go back to Spencer. You can start to feel the intensity here in this gymnasium. The crowd getting into it from both schools. On a good job by Birch to maintain her composure, get the dribble. There's a good shot off the glass, no good by Brownlee. And McGee with the rebound. That gives her 11 rebounds on the night. Long three-point attempt, no good. McGee with another rebound. Gives it over to Muff. McGee, well, she lost that one. It's going to go back to Naomi Burke. Back over to Burke. So Naomi Burke and Alexandria Burke, the Burke sisters, running that backcourt for Coach Tinch. We're going to get a whistle. They definitely know her system and have that experience. And also when you're siblings, you probably have a lot of time playing together and at home and practice, extra practices, just playing together. They feed off each other. I mean, they pretty much know each other's style of game. Where Dias, that's an easy shot. Malaysia Dias makes it a 7-point game for Spencer. They're trying to close this one out. Hunter, get over to Thomas. Hunter still has it. Back over to Muff. Kennedy Muff puts up a shot, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Brownlee, and we're going to get a travel. It's going to stay here with Northside with 4:59 left to go here in this game. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Subscribe to the Facebook page. We've got content all year as we wrapped up the football season. We had the Football Awards Luncheon, Sports Visions yesterday. Also had a CVC Hoops game yesterday. There's a nice mid-range jumper by Kiana Hunter. Cuts it to 5. And look at Northside trying to get the turnover. And they do. Morgan Thomas has it. Here's a fast break. A 3-on-1, puts it up, and that's good by Kennedy Muff. Timeout, Spencer. 4:36 left to go. Spencer leading Northside 39-36. We're going to take a break as well as you're watching high school basketball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 4:36 left to go in this game. Spencer leading Northside 39-36. Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla on the broadcast. I want to thank my producer, Toygar Isla, doing a great job as always. Here comes Northside with the full court press, trying to get a turnover to try to get back into this game. They've kept it close. Alexandria Burke, nice screen, trying to drive the baseline, gives it over to Brownlee. Quick double team, and it's stolen by Morgan Thomas. She's all the way up to the glass. It gets, and that could have been a sequence where Thomas could have got an easy bucket, but it will be a foul. A good job by Karma Roser, the freshman, trying to break up that play, but it's off Spencer. There's a long three-pointer, and that is good! Kiana Hunter. We're tied at 39. 4 minutes left to go. Burke. Oh, and that is swatted away by number 15, Morgan Thomas. She's firing up this crowd as the momentum has shifted to Northside. If they can get a stop with 3:54 left to go, they've been playing with intensity. Alexandria Burke for three, and that fires up the Spencer crowd. A huge clutch three by Naomi Burke. Puts it back to a three-point lead for Spencer. And it's stolen by Burke. Here comes Burke, coast to coast. Loses it. It's going to stay right here with Spencer. When you need a big shot, you go to your senior point guard, Naomi Burke. Huge shot for three. Clutch. There's a shot, and it's up and in! Zara Davis. And one. She can tie this game for Northside. Now this crowd is getting into this one, if they weren't before. This has been a great back and forth game. Spencer had a 10-point lead. Northside claws all the way back to tie it. And we are going to go ahead and take a timeout, but we're going to keep it right here to give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. We have a very, very exciting triple header tonight on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as Thrift Behringer is over on the campus of St. Anne Pacelli as they are taking on Christian Heritage. We'll try to get a score update for you in that game. And then we have Spencer Northside boys varsity coming up after this. They are warming up in the tunnel. And if it's anything like this game could finish, we could be in for a special game, especially if it ends like the Muskogee County Christmas Championship. Incredible. Incredible atmosphere on the campus of Northside. Zaria Davis with a chance to tie it. No good, but Northside gets the offensive rebound. Then puts up a shot. Zaria Davis! It's a 1-point lead for Northside. Here comes Northside with a full court press. Burke coast to coast, and she puts up a shot. Alexandria Burke, clutch basket, gives Spencer the 1-point lead. Back over to Thomas. Thomas is going to drive the floor. Over to McGee, back to Thomas. Thought about the three. Thomas, spin move, driving the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by McGee. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Dias. And Spencer holds on to that 1-point lead. Here comes Burke up for a little shot, no good. 2:37 left to go, and we're going to get a foul. These teams have really been going back and forth, trading buckets, electrifying this crowd. Incredible Friday night basketball atmosphere. This will be a foul shot for Kiana Hunter with a chance to take the lead for Northside. And she misses the first. 2:35 left to go in this game. Hunter. She misses both, but Morgan Thomas with the offensive rebound. Hunter for three. It's up. No good. Rebounded, and Hunter trying to get it, tracking it down, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Nope. And they're on the line, and it's going to go back to Northside. Great job by Northside not fouling, and Alexandria Burke stepped on the line. It's going to be a turnover back to Northside, trailing by one with 2:23 left to go. Morgan Thomas passes it over to Hunter, back to Thomas. And away from the basket, it's going to be, we hear a reaction from some of the fans. This is going to be huge if actually it's going to stay here with Northside. Fans thought it was going to be a travel. Over to Thomas. Thomas driving the lane, puts up a shot. No good. And it's going to go back to Spencer with a 1-point lead, 2:05 left to go here in this game. We are going to get, looks like a timeout. Trying to get a sub back in the game. That is going to be Karma Roser. Over to Burke. Alexandria Burke behind the back. Good defense by Northside. Burke puts up a shot, and that falls through. And when you need a clutch basket, let Alexandria Burke take over this game. She has got 17 points. Back to a 3-point lead for Spencer. Thomas inside of McGee. Puts up a shot. No good, but it's going to be rebounded by Hunter. Loses the ball, and it is stolen by number 5, Rosser, and she puts it up and in. And all the momentum have shifted to Spencer after that costly turnover. They're back up by 5. Long three-pointer, no good. Back to McGee, offensive rebound, and she loses it. Rosser has it. Minute 12. The sequence of events have turned into Spencer's favor in the last 30 seconds of this game. Northside's got to get a stop here. Less than a minute to go. Burke, good defense. Alexandria Burke. McGee forces a shot. Tough shot, but offensive rebound, and a block by McGee with authority. She says, don't bring that in my house. But it will stay with Spencer with 45.2 seconds left to go. I've been impressed with McGee. She has been a dominant post player for Coach Jarquella Woods. Dias forces a bad shot. McGee gives it over to Thomas. Thomas, he's got to hurry. Northside needs a bucket here. Thomas puts up a shot. No good. McGee with a rebound. She puts up a shot. She'll be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 29.4 seconds left to go. Spencer leading Northside 48-43. As a sudden hush falls over the crowd as McGee tries to make these 2 foul shots. These are 2 huge foul shots for McGee. And the first shot is no good. You got to make this next one or hope for an offensive rebound. Not a whole lot of time. Northside may have to play the foul game. No good, but they do stay with it. Offensive rebound, nope. It's going to be on the line. And Northside does not agree with that call. Thought they might have been fouled. 26 seconds left to go. Northside's going to have to foul, put Spencer on the line, hope for some misses. It is a two-possession game. They want to call a timeout. Are they going to grant them one? What an incredible game. I know there's 26.8 seconds left to go, but it was over to Burke. Alexandria Burke. They are not fouling her. She has just eaten up clock. Yeah, the crowd is asking her to foul. Go over to Burke, top of the key. Well, they got to do something here. They got to foul her, and they do right there with 5.4 seconds left to go. Too much time was taken off the clock in that sequence. That will put Alexandria Burke. Well, that will be a non-shooting foul. They got to foul her here, and they do. That's only the fourth team foul. As precious time on this clock is ticking away. 3.1 seconds left to go. It's looking like Spencer is going to come up to North Columbus and get an impressive road victory. And that will do it. The Spencer Lady Green Wave come into Northside and get the win over the Northside Lady Patriots, a 5A school, by the score of 48-43. The player of the game, there's no question it was Alexandria Burke. She had some clutch shots. Her sister, Naomi Burke, also had some clutch shots as well. But congratulations to Spencer. They go to 3-0. They will take on Social Circle next on the road tomorrow. And then they are back on the campus of Spencer, taking on the Kendrick Cherokees on the 12th of December. Northside will take on Shaw right here on the campus of Northside on the 12th of December. Stay tuned. We've got the Spencer boys and the Northside boys coming right up here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla. We will be back with the Spencer Northside boys coming up. on the campus of Northside High School. Wow, what a game that we witnessed in game one of this doubleheader as the Spencer Lady Green Wave get the narrow 48-43 victory over the Northside Lady Patriots. The public address announcer just announced the starters for Northside and Spencer. It is the rematch of the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament Championship. Spencer and Northside is coming your way. And the tip is won by Spencer. Over to Sampton. Back over to Sampton. Passes it to Dozier. Gary Gaither. Sampson in the corner. Back out to Gaither. He can shoot. Gary Gaither, leading scorer on the team. Sampton loses it. It's going to go to Northside. So here are your starters for the Spencer Green Wave. Keyshawn Sampson, Dre Duncan, Gary Gaither, Joe Dozier, and Edward Brown. For Northside, Barrington Adams, Lanasa Nabe, Jaden Jackson. And there's block, and Gary Gaither puts up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. That is how you start if you're Spencer. Get the turnover, get the second chance basket, and Spencer leads Northside 2-0. There comes the trap. Trying to get rid of it is Tyson Ragland. And we have a quick timeout. Here are your starters for Northside. You have Barrington Adams, Lasana Nabe. You have Jaden Jackson, Christopher Biggs, and Tyson Ragland. Northside is coached by head coach Greg Johnson in his 5th year. Quantavious Allen is coaching the Spencer Green Wave. Spencer is 2 years removed from winning a state championship in 4A. They lost in the quarterfinals last season. They went 25-5, 14-0 in region play. They lost to Providence Christian Academy. Northside went 17-9 last year. They lost a lot of seniors, but they lost to Lithonia in the first round, 58-57. And that's going to be a travel on Jaden Jackson. So the players that Northside lost on last year's team: Cameron Hill, Malachi Hosley, Jakeith Hodo, and Deshaun Cates. All those starters combined averaged more than 50 points a game. The bulk of their scoring went on to graduate. But they do have Barrington Adams, who's going to be one of the leaders for this team, and he does get the rebound. And there's an ill-advised pass to Dre Duncan. He puts up a shot, and it goes through. Count the bucket. Dre Duncan flexing his muscle, and he's going to go ahead and go to the line to shoot 2. So 2 members of the football team, Gary Gaither, the quarterback for the Spencer Green Wave, they went to the second round of the playoffs, lost to Fitzgerald. Dre Duncan, one of the leaders on the defense. That foul shot's no good. 4-0 is your score. Spencer on top against the Northside Patriots. Pushing the floor, puts up a shot, and that is up and in. Christopher Biggs makes it 4-2. Spencer likes to run up and down the court. Top of the key is Dozier. Over to Gaither. Gaither, spin move. Gaither shaking off a defender. Inside to Brown. Gaither for 3, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Nabe. And another turnover, and Joe Dozier puts up a shot. Bodies flying on the floor as Dre Duncan tried to save that one. Over to Adams. Nice pass, backdoor inside to Biggs for 2. And we are knotted up at 4 apiece. Good vision by the point guard, Barrington Adams, that senior leader. He has played all 4 years for Coach Johnson in his system. Sampton over the top of the key to Dozier. Good defense by Nabe. Gaither, he can shoot. There's a pass shot to Dre Duncan off the glass, no good. And Northside gonna get the rebound, and they have a chance to take the lead. And it's stolen by Gary Gaither. And that is going to be a traveling violation on Gaither. It's going to go back to Northside. So I mentioned that this is the rematch of the championship of the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. Different teams. Spencer lost a lot of players on that team, including Tyson McDaniel, Tony Montgomery. Gary Gaither was one of the top players on that team. Northside, well, I mentioned the scoring they lost from last year's team. Coach Johnson is going to rely on Barrington Adams to be the floor general to get the scoring going. 5:04 left to go here in the first. We are early on here on the campus of Northside. 4-4 is your score. Sampton, Gary Gaither for three, and he's got the bucket. You don't want to leave Gary Gaither open. He'll make you pay. It is 7-4. He is leading the team with 17.5 points a game. And there's a nice pass inside, baseline, shot up and in by Barrington Adams. He had 21 points in a win over Washington. They also defeated Calvary Christian to start the season. It is 7-6, Gary Gaither. And another three, and you know, he has range too. Doesn't matter where you shoot it. You can put a hand in the face. He has got the touch, and he could shoot it from anywhere. Oh, there's a nice pass inside. Is going to be fouled. Tyson Ragland is going to go to the line to shoot two. As I expected, this is going to be an up and down game. Both teams like to run the floor, and they like to shoot. We can definitely see an exciting contest right here as Tyson Ragland, the 5'10 senior. That foul shot's no good. He makes one of two. 10-7 is your score. Oh, that's stolen by Barrington Adams, but he might have gotten a foul. I think Spencer might have been a push off, and Spencer's going to get the ball. Over to Dozier. A lot of seniors on this team, but they do have a young team. They got some players that are young. There's a nice pass to Isaiah Rosegreen, and that is going to be an assist for Gary Gaither. Isaiah Rosegreen, he has got some promise. The junior, we saw him in the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. Barrington Adams, a nice jumper, answers right back. And it is 12-9. Here comes Sampton. He makes the shot. They're just trading baskets here. 14-9. Here comes Ragland. Right to Barrington Adams. He's got 6. It's back to 14-11. Well, if anything, both teams shown that they could score. Can they get a defensive stop? As that is a nice tip in, but it's batted out, and it is stolen by Northside, and here comes another steal, and Sampson gets it right back, puts up a pass, and he took too many steps. He'll give an opportunity for some subs for Coach Allen. Jackson takes it across the timeline. Over to Nabe. And a floater for Barrington Adams. I like how Barrington Adams is getting aggressive. He is a scorer. He can also create fouls and go to the line. Drawing fouls, and that's how he's getting points as well. He's listed as a guard, but he can also play in the post as well if he needs to. He's listed as 6'2", but he looks like he has the handles of a guard. And he makes them both. Barrington Adams has got 8 points for Northside. Back to a 1-point lead for Spencer. Dre Duncan splits the defenders. Rose Green with the rebound, staying with it. It actually was Kevin Rabin and Gary Gaither. He's starting to heat up. Another three-pointer. It's 17-13. He's already in double digits with 11. Adams, oh, nice pass. Barrington Adams, easy bucket. And Barrington Adams has got 10 points. Starting to see these two scorers putting on a show. And there is going to be a foul. Driving the lane is number 4, Joe Dozier. They're going to call it on Spencer. It's going to go back to Northside. Northside's got a chance to tie it or take a lead with a 3. Both teams looking to have a great season. Well, they did lose a lot of leadership on both teams, as there's a three-point attempt by Nabe, and it's rebounded by Gaither. With a minute left to go, there's a nice pass. Gaither, top of the key. He's going to shoot it from there. Why not? And a nice play by number 11, DeMarcus Horn, to just throw the ball off of Jaden Jackson, and the possession will stay with Spencer. Nice pass, and that is partially blocked by Christopher Biggs. And we're going to get a traveling violation, and it will go back to Northside. A minute left to go here in the first quarter. Richard Holdridge here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. There's a long three-point attempt by Lasana Nabe, no good. And Gaither, he's just going to drive the lane. Gaither puts up a shot, and that goes in. Gary Gaither is just a dynamic offensive player. He's hard to stop. He can shoot threes. He can drive the lane. He's got a mid-range jumper. 19-15 is the score. And that is going to be just an ill-advised pass. And DeMarcus Horn trying to drive the floor, and Northside is going to pick up the foul. Be a non-shooting foul. Spencer can hold for the final shot as the shot clock has been turned off. Horn, a little too much contact there. And at this point, you got to watch out the fouls. That was only the 5th team foul. But it's going to go back to Northside. So Northside, getting a little momentum, can hold for the final shot here in the first quarter. Jackson, and he loses it. And here comes Kerry Griffin all the way to the rack, up and in. Largest lead for Spencer, 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Ragland over to Adams. Back over to Ragland, thought about the three. Ragland puts it up, and with 0.9 seconds left to go, he will go the line for 2. Thought that Tyson Ragland was going to take the 3. He faked out the defender, and he drove the lane, drew the foul, and he misses the first. Misses them both. Rose Green gets the rebound, but that will do it for the first quarter as the Spencer Green Wave lead Northside 21-15. We'd like an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the campus of Northside High School. Start of the second quarter. Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla. Here as Northside missed a shot. That was Osman Nabe as we get some bodies hitting the floor. And the cheerleader over there. And good sportsmanship. She just got a little startled, but she'll be okay. Everybody went to go check up on her, and it's got to have a head on a swivel when you're down there. Barrington Adams, nice pass, top of the key to Ragland. Swings it over to Jackson. Over to Adams. Barrington Adams gets blocked by Rose Green, and he will draw the foul. The leading scorers for Northside, Barrington Adams with 10, Gary Gaither with 13, as Adams will go to the line. And also checking into the game is Jay Jackson. That name sounds familiar as he is one of the running backs on the Northside Patriots football team. Splitting time with Kingston Rivers in the backfield for Coach Orpeza's offense. The Northside's got a young team. They'll be back next year. Making the playoffs again, second straight year. Well, this Northside team, they finished 17-9 last year, 5-3 in the region. They lost to Lithonia in the first round. It was a very close, contested game. Jay Jackson checking into the game as well. 21-17 is the lead for Spencer. Sampton staying with it. Rayburn. Shot clock winding down. You got 5 seconds. They got to get a shot off. Sampton, he's going to have to jack up a three, and he does! Wow! Keyshawn Sampton saying, I got range too. And then he saves it. Gives it over to Kerry Griffin. Sampton running the point, passes it to Horn near side. Horn driving the lane, splits the defender, puts up a shot, and he'll be fouled. He drew contact, and I'll give him a chance to extend this lead for Spencer. The Spencer Lady Green Wave won the first game today over the Northside Lady Patriots, 48-43. They are now 3-0 on the season. The Lady Patriots fall to 0-5. We expect to see all these teams tonight in the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament in 2 weeks. And that foul shot is up and in by DeMarcus Horn. Makes them both. It's 26-17. Well, here comes Northside trying to feed it into the post for Christopher Biggs, and it goes back to Spencer. Another ill-advised turnover for Northside. Gives Spencer the ball back. Coach Quantavious Allen, got a mixture of young players and senior leaders on this team. As Keyshawn Sampton, no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Nabe. And once again, another turnover. Just that smothering defense by Spencer, forcing those turnovers. There's a long three-pointer, and that is good. Kerry Griffin joining the three-point party. 29-17, the largest lead for the Spencer Green Wave. Spencer 2-0 on the season. Northside is 1-3. They did get a victory in their first game of the season against Southwest Atlanta Christian. But they've played some teams like some 7A schools, Brookwood. There's a shot, and that is up and in by Tyson Ragland to stop the bleeding for Northside. Back to a 10-point lead for Spencer. Rose Green, top of the key, over to Sampton. Quick double team, he falls to the floor. We're gonna get a foul. That's one of those fouls where you gotta just let it go. Well, look who's coming back into the game for Spencer. Gary Gaither, who's got 13 points. You cannot get him hot because he will shoot it from NBA range. But his teammates have done a great job while he was on the bench. And he's going to just shoot the three. And that was a little rushed, but Spencer does get the rebound. No good. And Barrington Adams with the rebound. And now let's see Northside pushing the floor. Nice spin move. Tyson Ragland thought about it, hitting the baseline, quick double team. Nice pass over to Jay Jackson. And what a shot by Barrington Adams. He's going the line for a three-point play. Barrington Adams, a 6'2" senior. He's a guard, also can play the post. But he is an explosive player that likes to drive the lane. This is one of those players. Right now he's averaging 12.5 points a game. But with his rebound totals, he looks like he could be a post player. He's leading the team with 7.8 rebounds. You also have Tyson Ragland, who's got 11.5 points a game on the season. This is a young team. I'm looking down the roster, a lot of sophomores and juniors. They do have senior leadership, but they did lose 4 starters from last year's team that combined for over 50 points a game. They lost Cameron Hill, Malachi Hosley. He's playing college football at Penn. He could possibly win the Ivy League Rookie of the Year, Freshman of the Year. Jakeith Hodo, you remember him? With the game winner against Spencer in the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament, the championship game last year. And then Deshaun Cates. That's a lot of scoring that went on to graduate. But it looks like the player that has got the most experience that's going to carry the workload for Coach Johnson is Barrington Adams. He's had an outstanding game tonight with 12 points. But Northside is trailing Spencer by 8. We have a huge crowd here on a Friday night. This is where it's at. Friday night basketball. The football season just wrapped up. I mean, we do have state championships next week for the GHSA. Manchester is playing on Monday. Central just won the 7A state championship on Wednesday. We had our football awards luncheon for Sports Visions yesterday. So this is officially getting into basketball. Like if we haven't already, we've been calling 6 straight days of basketball, whether it's high school basketball or CVCC hoops. They did call it a technical foul. Barrington Adams is going to shoot this technical as the refs try to sort it out. No, it's not a technical. It'll be 2 foul shots. It'll be 1. It's 29-22. And we get another whistle. So Barrington Adams has got 13. Gary Gaither has got 13 as well. He's missed his last 2 shots, though. Northside's done a pretty good job putting a body on him. He is a catch-and-shoot type of player. And I think Northside has figured that out. What a tremendous athlete, a 3-year starter at quarterback for the Spencer Green Wave. Led them to the second round of the state playoffs. Also part of that championship team in 2021 that defeated Westover in the 4A championship. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. So you're trying to get score updates from some of these games. Pacelli leading Christian Heritage 54-52 with 3:43 left to go in the fourth. As Thrift Behringer on the call. Gary Gaither's back in the game. He's over to Dozier. Swings it around. Gaither, he lost the handle. Otherwise, he probably would have shot that. Driving the lane is Dozier. Wide open is Dre Duncan for three, and he gets the bucket. You don't leave any shooters open. I think the defense was collapsing on Gaither. And there was Dre Duncan wide open in the corner. And Spencer is back to a 10-point lead. There's a shot attempt. Trying to get their own rebound, and they do. Northside, Jaden Jackson picks it up. Nabe puts up a shot. Rushed it. It's kicked off of Spencer. No, it's kicked off of Northside. The ref is saying it's going to go to Spencer. Long baseball pass to Gary Gaither right under the basket, and that's an easy bucket for Gaither. 12-point lead for Spencer. That is poked away, but it's going to be off the Green Wave. Got a sub coming in the game for the Green Wave, number 5, Antoine Vaughn. Seeing his first action tonight. Spencer with that swarming defense is not making it easy for Northside. Northside's got to get transition buckets. They're down by 12. Spencer has been running away here in this game. It's really the shooting of Gary Gaither. There's a long three-point attempt by number 4, Jaden Jackson. That's going to be rebounded by Vaughn. Over to Gaither. So that's what Northside's doing. They're putting a body on Gaither to make sure he doesn't shoot. He just passes it to his teammate. No good. That is going to be rebounded by Biggs, who's had a quiet second quarter. Biggs, he did score 4 in that first. There's a three-pointer. No good. And that is ripped away by Christopher Biggs. Looks like it will stay right here. It was off of a Spencer player. And there he is. Barrington Adams. He's got 15. It's 34-24. Gaither over to Duncan. Get another whistle. We've had a lot of whistles in this game. He'll give the Green Wave a chance for another sub. Isaiah Rosegreen, the junior, coming into the game. Gaither, long pass over now to DeMarcus Horn. Back to Gaither. Horn, top of the key. Swings it to Sampton. Gaither, spin move. Gaither puts up a floater. No good. Rosegreen tried to get the rebound. It's poked away. It's going to go back to Northside. Good defensive play by Christopher Biggs. The Northside Patriots down by 10. Biggs over to Ragland. Ragland puts up a mid-range jumper. And Spencer leads by 8. Sampton driving the lane. Sampton, no good. Dre Duncan puts up a shot, and he got fouled. I don't think the ref is going to give him the basket. I think the foul is going to be on the floor. No, he does get the foul. The ref gives it to him. Dre Duncan will go to the line for a three-point play. .228 left to go until halftime. And it's back to an 11-point lead. Dre Duncan with 8. Adams over to Ragland. Ragland puts up a shot. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Duncan. And a little push by Ragland. We got to watch out the fouls here. That's the 5th team foul here in the quarter. You don't want to end up in the bonus, especially when you're down by 11. And that's exactly what they're in. They are in the bonus. Lasana, Dre Duncan. I don't know if he picked up that foul. Dre Duncan will go back to the line. And he makes it. .219 left to go. He makes both. Dre Duncan has got double digits in points with 10. So the Spencer Green Wave, they went 25-5 last year. They went 14-0 in their region. Lost in the quarterfinals to Providence Christian Academy. As head coach Quantavious Allen led Spencer to a state championship in 2021. A very incredible season. Got some of those players that were on that team. As that little floater by Ragland's no good. Gary Gaither's just going to pull down the rebound. Try to work some of this clock with Spencer up by 13. Nice screen. Gaither splits the defenders. Wide open three is good by Kerry Griffin, his second three-pointer of the game. Barrington Adams, no good. Adams trying to clean up the mess, trying to get the offensive rebound. Joshua Jackson, bodies flying. But Gary Gaither has done a good job dishing it to his teammates, getting them involved. Adams tries to put up a shot, and he will get fouled. 42-26. Spencer trying to go to 3-0 on the season. They haven't played a lot of regular season games. They do have some football players, but they got transitioned back into the lineup as Barrington Adams makes the first foul shot. And Adams makes them both. He's had a good game tonight. He's got 17 points for Northside. And we are going to get a timeout on the floor. 1:36 left to go until the half. Spencer leading Northside 42-28 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to Northside High School. Spencer leading Northside 42-28. Oh, it's a steal by Barrington Adams. It's a fast break. 2-on-1. Ragland off the glass and in. They cut it to 12. Northside with the full court press. Trying to force a turnover. Wide open. Sampton puts up a shot. That is no good. It's rebounded by the Northside Patriots. Jaden Jackson, Adams, and he lost it. Long pass to Gaither, and he puts up a shot and in. You can't leave Gary Gaither open like that. He'll make you pay. He's got 17, and it's back to a 14-point lead for Spencer. 50 seconds left to go until halftime. Just a reminder that tomorrow we have a doubleheader on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Pacelli will be taking on Valdosta, and the Pirates and Lady Pirates will be in action. CVCC Hoops, Robert Edmonds will be on the call as well. As I got that foul shot, no good by Ragland. .50 seconds left to go. Christian Heritage is leading Pacelli 59-56. Ragland makes one of two. Trying to go for the full court press. Kerry Griffin. Don't want to leave him open as a shooter. Rosegreen gives the screen to Gaither. Gaither wants to shoot it. He'll pass it to Kerry Griffin for three. No good. Rosegreen pulls down a big rebound off the glass and in. Isaiah Rosegreen. A huge bucket. It's 46-31. Here comes Barrington Adams, and he'll be fouled. Well, when Northside needs a bucket, Barrington Adams, he'll drive the floor and try to create offense. He has really had an incredible night for Northside, but the scoring has got to come elsewhere. He's got 17 points. Make that 18. .7 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And Adams makes 2 of 2. Let's see if Spencer will hold for the final shot of the first half. Sampton, Gaither for three. He's got the bucket, and Gary Gaither's got 20. And it's 49-33. Ragland, can they get a shot off? Puts up a shot, no good, it won't count. And we will go to the half. The Spencer Green Wave lead the Northside Patriots 49-33. We're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors at this time. Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. We'll be back with the start of the second half right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. One more half to go in what has been an incredible night of basketball here on the campus of Northside High School. Spencer leads Northside 49-33. The leading scorer for Northside was Barrington Adams with 19 points. Leading scorer for Spencer is Gary Gaither with 20 points. And Gaither has it. Spencer gets possession first. Gaither tries to drive the lane, kicks out to a teammate. Back to Gaither, top of the key. A nice swing pass, a three-pointer, no good by Sampton. Tied up down underneath the basket, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow going back to Northside. Northside has got to find some offense, not just from Barrington Adams. They've got to create some opportunities as that goes out of play. Back to the Green Wave. Gary Gaither. Over to Dozier. Inside to Brown. No good. And here comes a fast break for Northside. Driving the lane. Puts up a shot. Is Jackson. No good. Gaither gets the rebound. It's a 2-on-1 fast break all the way to the rack. Up and in for Dozier. And it's 51-33. Dozier's first 2 points. There's a three-pointer by Barrington Adams. Northside gets their own rebound. Over to Biggs. Biggs gets the shot, up and in. It's 51-35. Gaither running the point. Griffin, baseline. Shot, that's off the glass and in by Joe Dozier. 4 quick points here in the second half. And it's now 54-35. Almost stolen by Sampton. So they have a lot of senior leaders. Keyshawn Sampton, Dre Duncan, Gary Gaither, Joe Dozier are all the seniors. They do have a young team with Kerry Griffin that's a junior, Isaiah Rosegreen. A lot of depth for the Spencer team. That is rebounded by Nabe, but Spencer gets the turnover. Trying to fight for that rebound is Jaden Jackson. Pass to Nabe. Puts a jumper. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Biggs. Spin move, driving the lane, puts up a shot. Biggs will go to the line to shoot 2. Christopher Biggs, the 6'1 sophomore. Coach Johnson's got a young team with freshmen and sophomores. Raglan and Barrington Adams are both seniors. And some of these other players that get a lot of playing time are juniors and sophomores. As Biggs makes the first. And Biggs makes them both. Spencer up by 18. The Spencer girls came in and won the first game 48-43. It was a very closely contested, went down to the wire, and they go to 3-0 on the season. Spencer trying to get the clean sweep up here in North Columbus. Oh, a nice pass to Gary Gaither. Up, no good, and going the line will be Edward Brown. It was a good pass to Dozier. Dozier missed the shot. But Edward Brown, the 6'5 sophomore, 230 pounds, he's going to go ahead and go to the line to shoot 2. He misses the first. And Brown's second shot wasn't even close. It didn't even touch the rim. It's going to go back to Northside. They've been running the offense through Barrington Adams. He's got to get some players involved. Adams up a shot, and it's good, and he will go to the line to shoot for the three-point play. Barrington Adams has had an incredible game tonight. He's got 21 points. But when all else fails, just give it to Barrington Adams. He can create his own shot. I think that Spencer is having a hard time stopping him. And it looks like we're going to get a lane violation. One of the Northside players jumped across a little too early. It's 54-39. Gaither passes over to Sampton. Gaither for three, and he hits the bucket. Gary Gaither with 23 points. Here comes Ragland, no good. Gaither with a rebound. He wants to do a fast break. There's a long pass, saved in the corner. There's a three by Griffin, no good. He gets his own rebound. Thought about taking another three. Gaither, top of the corner. Oh, a nice no-look pass in the corner, and that is no good by Keyshawn Sampton. And Northside just missed an easy layup for Osman Nabe, and we're going to get a player for Spencer who's going to correct his shoe. It looked like a shoe came off, so he'll be coming out of the game. Oh, good job by poking that away, and another turnover. Gaither seeing vision right to Kerry Griffin. Gary Gaither showing that he could also pass. Griffin's got 10. 20-point lead for Spencer. There's a shot, and that is off the glass and in by Barrington Adams. Adams going to try to keep Northside in this game. Gaither looking for the screen. Driving the lane. Gaither puts up a shot, and that is a floater that goes in. $25 points for Gary Gaither. There's a shot, no good. And easy shot by Barrington Adams, who he's got 25 points. Griffin for three, no good. Rose Green trying to pull down that rebound, but Griffin will get it. Passes over to Sampton. Sampton driving the lane, puts up a floater, no good. Rebounded by number 35. That is Kayvon Rabin with the putback. And it's back to a 20-point lead for Spencer. Nabe, yeah, we're gonna get a whistle. Spencer 2-0 on the season with wins over Calvary Christian and Washington. Coming in here, making a statement tonight. And their fans have definitely traveled for this. I've seen a lot of Spencer fans here tonight. There's a three-point attempt, and Tavion Barr, no good, but a good hustle by Jay Jackson to put it back in. Kevin Brown, no good, but a nice putback, and they're cleaning up the glass. Anton Vaughn, those second chance points, cleaning up the glass, going fast. And now Northside's just answering bucket for bucket. You got Tyson Ragland with a shot. Lee, little floater, and that is going to be Antoine Vaughn again. Back to a 20-point lead for Spencer. Coach Allen has unloaded his bench here in the third quarter, giving his starters a breather. You're up by 20. And that is a steal all the way to the rack. Dre Duncan with the jam! Dre Duncan gets the Spencer crowd fired up. There's a shot, no good. Dre Duncan with the rebound. A long pass over to Antoine Vaughn, and he puts it up and in. Spencer has just been on a scoring barrage this last couple of minutes. Nabe driving the baseline, puts up a floater, no good. Getting in his bar, he puts up a shot, no good. Duncan with the rebound. Skylar Lee, the sophomore point guard, over Watson, no good. Gives over to Duncan. Watson, long three for Kevin Brown is good. And it is 74-47. Ragland. Three-point attempt by Nabe is no good. It's going to be tracked down by Biggs. Nabe, he puts up a shot. And Northside cannot find any offense with Barrington Adams on the bench. Spencer has been on a scoring run here to close out this third quarter. And I'm going to say they really have come into this building and they have made a statement tonight. They are 2 years removed from the state championship. They lost a lot of players, including Tyson McDaniels, Tony Montgomery. But they have got players that just come in. They work hard for Coach Allen. And they have done an incredible job here tonight. All the way to the rack, and there's just making it look easy to Marcus Horn. It's 76-47. Got to get something in as Barrington Adams checks back into the game for Northside. Got to get some offensive scoring. There's a three-point attempt, and that is good by DeMarcus Horn. It's 79-47. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. Northside's going to hold for the final shot. There's a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Biggs. It's not going to count. We got one more quarter to go as Spencer now leads Northside 79-47. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the campus of Northside High School. Spencer leading Northside 79-47. It's not just the scoring of Gary Gaither. He does have 25 points. He's been getting his teammates involved as well. Kerry Griffin's got 10. You got Dre Duncan has got 10. And we're going to get a whistle. Northside's scoring has come from Barrington Adams. He's had a very impressive game with 25 points. Christopher Biggs has got 8 and Tyson Ragland with 8. But not a whole lot of scoring from their bench. They're still a team just figuring out the season. I mean, they know that they lost a lot of players from last year's team. As Northside does get it back. There's Ragland for 3, and that's how you start it. Tyson Ragland for a three-pointer. He's got 11. It's 79-50. Northside has got to get a stop here. Take advantage of Gary Gaither on the bench. And that was a little floater by Edward Brown. He is in the score column, 81-50. And it's going to be a travel. Well, Spencer will be on the road tomorrow against Social Circle They will be hosting a home game on December the 12th against region rival, the Kendrick Cherokees. And we will definitely see these two teams back in the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. There's a nice pass, a little too much on it for Edward Brown, and it will go back to Northside. So if you're Northside, you got to slow the game down. You got to find a way to get a basket, and you also got to down and you try to get a stop. Because the energy that Spencer has, they like to run up and down the court. That's what Coach Allen wants him to do. And they're driving a baseline. Little floater, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Hudson. Right over to Brownlee, and he will go to the line. Northside will be hosting Shaw next Tuesday, right back here on the campus of Northside High. Brownlee makes the first. We have an opportunity for a sub. Jaden Jackson checking into the game for the Patriots. Brownlee makes them both. Back to a 23-point lead for Spencer. Trying to go to 4-0 on the season. And they force another turnover. We get a sound of the horn. Oh, it's poked away. That's going to be out of bounds. Spencer's actually 2-0 on the season. But they'll be on the road tomorrow. Taking on Social Circle. 2 more home games. Taking on Rutland on the 15th and then back for the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. That's a bucket for Kevin Brown. He's got 5. And another turnover. Kevin Brown. 3-pointer, no good. Spencer staying with it. They're hustling. Head coach Quantavious Allen, he's got a deep bench. He's got a mixture of seniors, sophomores, juniors. A much different team from the team that went to the quarterfinals last year. Definitely a lot of new faces on this team. They're 2 years removed from the state championship in 2022. We have a timeout here on the floor. We're going to go and take one as well. As Spencer leading Northside 85-50 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. .339 left to go in this one, as that was put back by Brownlee. It's 87-50. 3-point shot, no good by Jay Jackson. He's going to stay here with Northside. Jay Jackson split time in the backfield with Kingston Rivers for the Northside football team that made the playoffs this year. They got a young team coming back with Caden Clay. Oh, and that is going to be stolen by Spencer. Jordan Hudson. Trying to save it was Ben Watson. But he doesn't, and it goes back to Northside. Dozer, he's had a quiet night. He's only had 4 points. There's a long 3-pointer, no good, trying to save it. And Spencer has the ball. Over to Hudson, he's got the 3. They've hit a lot of threes tonight, and it's now 90-50. I mean, the possible triple digits is in sight for Spencer. It's very rare in high school basketball, but we did see Carver put up 115 on Central and Tableton. But this has been an incredible offensive output by the Spencer Green Wave tonight to put up 90 in a high school basketball game. Dozer, that rattles in and out. And it's really a testament to what Coach Allen is doing at Spencer. I mean, they have a lot of young players, true, but they're still going to compete for a state championship every year. As that three-point attempt rattles in and out, and Brownlee, he gets the rebound, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. But how fun would it be next year in 2A where Spencer will get to play Carver in the region, Hardaway, Shaw, Columbus. Well, they won't play Northside. Northside's going to go to 4A. Brownlee, and he makes the second. It's a 40-point lead for the Spencer Green Wave. Trying to go to 3-0. Another three-point attempt off the glass. No good, and Hudson with the rebound. And right now, you want to just try to eat up the shot clock. I know Spencer wants to try to go for triple digits. As there's a shot, but Malachi Fuellen, the sophomore, as Coach Allen has unloaded his bench. But Spencer is just hustling on every play. They want to try to get this record. And we're going to get a foul. A minute 44 left to go. An impressive job by both the boys and girls teams for the Spencer Green Wave to come into Northside about 25 minutes up the road and come in with the sweep of the Northside Patriots and Lady Patriots. Going the line will be Anthony Anochi, the sophomore. Checking back into the game. Kayvon Rabin, small forward, junior. Anochi misses. That will go out of bounds with a minute 29 left to go. Spencer up by 41. Looks like Gary Gaither's night is done. He's had 25 points. Incredible performance in the third game of the season. That's poked away by Malachi Fuellen. Goes off on Northside, and it's going to go back to Spencer. From what I've seen tonight and what Coach Quantavious Allen has, this Spencer team is a championship caliber team. They are not going to skip a beat. There's a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Rabin, staying with it. But Northside is fighting. They have been battling. They've lost a lot of starters from last year's team, but they will just continue to build up on their fundamentals. And there's a good shot. And that is in, and it's 93-54. We'll stay with Spencer. Barrington Adams led Northside with 25 points. Looking to see him having a special season. But Northside will regroup. They'll be fine. They're taking on Shaw on Tuesday. Raymond with a shot. It's 95-54. It's going to go back to Spencer. This time I want to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Behringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency, and Master Wall Incorporated. It looks like the Green Wave are going to run out the clock and they are going to come up with a win. Both the Spencer girls and the Spencer boys come up I-185, about 25 minutes away from their campus, and they get the sweep of the Northside Patriots and Lady Patriots. Spencer was very impressive in this game. 95-54 over Northside. They go to 3-0. They're back on the road tomorrow against Social Circle. Northside is going to be right here on Tuesday against Shaw. Want to thank my producer, Toygar Isla, for all that he does. Without his expertise and knowledge, this broadcast would not be possible. Once again, the final score, Spencer defeats Northside 95-54. For Toygar Isla, I'm Richard Holdridge saying so long from the campus of Northside High School. We will see you tomorrow at CVCC Hoops